Hey guys, Dobby back at you. Another story about dentist. The waiting room smelled like old pennies and something faintly sweet, like rotting fruit under the bleach. I was the last appointment for the day. The receptionist had already locked the front door behind me, flipped the sign to closed, and disappeared down the hallway without a word. Dr. Morrow came out himself to get me. He didn't smile. Most dentists fake a smile even when they're tired. He just looked at me with eyes the color of weak tea and said very softly, "You're right on time." The exam room was colder than it should have been. The chair made a small wet squeak when I sat down, like it had been sweating. He didn't put the paper bib on me. Instead, he clipped something heavier around my neck, thicker, almost like a dog collar with a metal ring in front. I laughed nervously. "He didn't open," he said. "I did." He didn't use the little mirror at first. He just leaned in so close I could smell the inside of his mouth, metallic, like he'd been sucking on old coins. Then the light came on, blinding. It stayed on even after he tilted my head back. "You have beautiful roots," he whispered. "Long, strong, they go so deep." I tried to ask what he meant, but his gloved fingers were already pressing against my gums, harder than necessary, mapping something. I felt a sudden sharp tug, like a thread being pulled through my jawbone, and tasted copper. "Shh," he said. "They're talking to me." I realized then that the drill was already in his hand. It hadn't made a sound yet. He hadn't even turned it on, but the tip was resting lightly against my lower left molar, exactly where I'd never had a cavity. "I'm going to show you something no one else gets to see," he said. "Your tooth has a guest." The drill started, quiet, almost polite at first. No whine, just a soft, wet grinding. I felt pressure, then a strange popping release, like a champagne cork pulled from very far away. Something warm slid down the back of my tongue. I tried to swallow, but couldn't. My throat wouldn't work right. He reached in with thin, curved forceps. I expected a piece of tooth or maybe a shard of filling. Instead, he pulled out something pale and glistening. It was still moving, a tiny translucent thing, no bigger than a grain of rice, but segmented, like a maggot crossed with a shrimp. It had no eyes, just a blind, questing mouth that kept opening and closing. Attached to its tail was a thread, my nerve, still glistening, still faintly twitching like it was trying to send signals to a tooth that wasn't there anymore. Dr. Morrow held it up to the light. "She's been growing for years," he said fondly, feeding on the quiet little screams you never noticed. Every time you chewed, every time you clenched at night, she drank. I tried to scream then. Nothing came out. My jaw felt unhinged, loose, like someone had snipped the cables. He tilted his head again, studying the creature. "They always leave one behind," he murmured, "a seed. So the next one who knows where to start." He set the thing gently on my tongue. "Don't swallow," he said. "She needs time to reattach." Then he reached for the drill again. I don't remember the rest clearly, but sometimes late at night, when everything is quiet, I feel it, a small, patient tug behind my remaining teeth. like something very old and very hungry is still deciding which one to climb inside next. And I know he left the door unlocked on purpose, in case I ever want to come back for a cleaning. Thanks for listening, guys. Sorry about the background noise. He's at it again, chewing on his bone. Thanks for listening. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.